Right? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you you're gonna feel some fear you ain't felt?
Bullshit. You know what you probably did set up. We know you did that. Where's your little brother? Is your brother in the house? Because your brother knew before everybody else, and you don't answer that question.
My little brother right there.
Okay, so how do you know before everybody else? You know, corruption at its finest. Corruption at its finest. They couldn't take the loss. What's up, man? I know y'all see you. I don't want to touch that. I don't know what you're doing with your hands, buddy. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to look past Rolly.
You took your punishment because you knew you was guilty.
Hey,
If you're that aggressive, get overconfident. Big left hand by Garcia.
Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney have a long-standing rivalry that dates back to their amateur days, and it only seems to grow stronger with each encounter. The latest showdown happened earlier today when both fighters almost got into a brawl during a media event for the May 2nd card. Even though Garcia and Haney haven't fought each other yet, their animosity toward each other is stronger than any hatred they've shown toward their actual opponents, which is pretty unusual in the world of boxing.
Everything. You saw. I already know you whack now. Your dad can't talk for you. Your dad can't save you.
Real life though. Everybody know you really whack. Nigga, you're whack.
I'm up with something.
You're whack. No, you're whack.
Me, bro. That was whack.
Okay.
That was whack. You soft, bro. You soft.
I never been soft.
Soft.
It's easy to understand why tensions are high between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Garcia was the first boxer to knock Haney down, handing him his first career loss. On top of that, Haney played a key role in Garcia's suspension for over a year. The two also faced each other the most times as amateurs, each winning 3 times in their 6 amateur bouts. This long-standing rivalry carried over when they met in person. As soon as Garcia saw Haney, he started taking shots at him, and Haney fired back. Their heated exchange led to a tense face-off, but before things escalated, more people stepped in between them to separate the fighters. Luckily, there was no fight, and there was no reason for them to meet again until they left the venue.
There you go, ducking. I see you, Lupe. I see you, Lupe. I see you, Lupe. Yeah, I know I see him trying to duck around there. Yeah. Came all out here for nothing, huh? You ducking it, huh? Lupe, you done ducked it, huh? Yeah, you done ducked it. Yeah, y'all done ducked it.
At this point, nothing has upset Ryan Garcia more than Devin Haney's decision to take the matter to court. Haney is seeking unspecified damages and claims that Garcia committed battery because their fight was supposed to be fair and under the rules. According to the lawsuit, while Haney agreed to fight Garcia in a prize fight, he never consented to face an opponent who had used a performance-enhancing drug.
Every day, every single day.
I feel like the people around
even the day of the fight. I just got so involved in just trying to cope with whatever was going on inside, and like I said, I've been struggling mentally for years, and it just wouldn't stop for me. So
what was the turning point?
Turning point is to realize, like,
Like Haney, who is 26, he also accused Garcia of committing fraud by claiming he had tried to make weight but failed. Garcia weighed in at 143.2 pounds for a fight that was supposed to be contested at 140 pounds for Haney's World Boxing Council Junior welterweight title. The fight went ahead only after Haney agreed to a deal following the weigh-in, but Garcia was not eligible to win the title. Later, Garcia, also 26, admitted that he intentionally missed weight. Since their April fight, neither Haney nor Garcia has competed.
Don't help you block a left hook, bro. You got hit like 1,000 times.
Okay, so
you got dribbled off the canvas. Okay, nothing was taken. You know damn well.
Do not do drugs, kids.
Do not do drugs. Do not do. Okay, hey, he had that in his back pocket the whole time.
Get him.
PDs.
Rolly, he just said he's looking past you to fight Devin Haney. That doesn't concern you at all?
I think Devin should get the fight again.
But he said he's not even.
Keep taking it. And Aaron Harvey Johnson is legal. I said that he would have the speed advantage.
According to the lawsuit, Haney would never have agreed to fight a boxer who tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug. The suit also named Garcia's promoter, Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, and Garcia's strength and conditioning coach, Dave "Scooter" Haney. Haney is seeking a full accounting of the event, including evidence to support the expenses, as he was entitled to 47% of the event's profits. Garcia, meanwhile, is eligible for reinstatement in April.
It's definitely a money grab. He really thought that what he's doing is gonna get him more money. I mean, that's basically what it is. It's just more nonsense. I mean, I don't know why he's dragging this out so much. I don't know who his legal counsel is, but I guess the thing is,
and he can take the better chin. I'm sure many Garcia fans think it should be a one.
As a result, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia have jointly requested a court to pause legal proceedings for 90 days due to a tentative settlement, according to a legal document obtained by ESPN. Haney had filed a lawsuit against Garcia in September in the U.S. District Court in New York. He was seeking damages for battery, fraud, and breach of contract related to Garcia's doping violation following their April title fight in Brooklyn.
You look like a ghost right now, bro. Ghost, you getting pale for real, bro. You getting pale for real.
Are you crazy?
Bro.
Are you crazy?
You are so soft. I can see. Your breath is just, I can hear you. You're not like that, bro.
You're not like that. You're not like that.
The fear is
You're not
getting
like
to you.
that.
The fear is getting to you.
The
fear is getting to you. The fear is getting to you.
You're not like
that. The fear is getting.
you know, and getting arrested was a big part of it. Almost losing my kids was a huge part of it.
Can you talk about what happened that day?
I decided to take a bunch of shrooms, and something I was doing already, but this time I took too many, and I kind of just lost it, bro. I can't really say.
Constantly moving is Garcia.
A tentative agreement has been reached, with sources telling ESPN that Haney and Garcia are finalizing a deal for a rematch in the second half of 2025. Garcia previously defeated Haney 3 times in what was considered a major upset, but the victory was later overturned to a no contest after Garcia tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug. As a result, Garcia was handed a 1-year suspension and fined over $1.2 million after settling with the commission.
Mighty Warrior, Ryan Garcia!
Against Oscar Duarte, around 50%. And there's that shoulder roll.
Around this time, they had their most chaotic confrontation yet at the Empire State Building. Both boxers met in New York for a tense face-off ahead of their highly anticipated showdown at the Brooklyn Center for the WBC Super Lightweight World title. The two Americans had already exchanged harsh words and aired their dirty laundry during previous press conferences, but now, Haney was determined to take things further. He was ready to go beyond just talking. He wanted to make a statement that would dominate the headlines until fight night. The pair faced off in a secluded area at the top of the Empire State Building, surrounded by media. The atmosphere was tense as they angrily shouted in each other's faces, clearly ready to escalate things even further.
Finally prove that I never took this intentionally, so at the end of the day, it's going to work towards my favor, because I never took this intentionally. So I'm actually going to get to prove my innocence. So he's going to take 2 L's. One in the courtroom and one in the ring. So I'm not really worried about it.
Not so much. And here is Davis. He will try to go downstairs. There he is.
Things got even more heated when Haney and Garcia stood face to face, with the champion shoving the challenger backward. A large group of security quickly stepped in to prevent the two from fighting. But the tension didn't end there. Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father, caused a stir during the face-off when he took the spotlight and made a chilling prediction about his son's upcoming fight with Ryan Garcia. As tensions escalated between the two boxers on Tuesday, Bill Haney ominously stated that his son would kill Garcia in the ring. The two met at the Empire State Building, but their encounter quickly turned ugly. Garcia repeatedly taunted Bill by shouting, "Where's your mom, idiot? Where's your mama, fool?" This caused Bill to lose his temper, and he forcefully shoved Garcia away.
Yeah, for all that disrespect. Watch. You can't stop it now. Yeah. He said, yeah, Miss Garcia, you can't stop it now. It got real.
Bill Haney was clearly angered by the words of the outspoken boxer. After hearing the comments, he fired back, saying he disrespected boxing, the people, and the sport. As tensions rose, Bill took aim at both Ryan Garcia and his mother. He'll get killed on April 20th. All that disrespect, watch, you can't stop it now, Bill continued. Turning to Mrs. Garcia, he added, "Yeah, Mrs. Garcia, you can't stop it now. It got real. If he dies, he dies," referencing the famous line from the fictional Russian character Drago in the 1985 movie Rocky IV. Bill went on, "This ain't no game. I'm sending my son to go kill him."
Miss Garcia, you can't stop it now. It got real. Yeah, it got real. It got real. It got real. Yeah, it got real. Yeah, it got real. Worse than that gonna happen to you on April 20th. Yeah, and Oscar can't say.
There he goes with the right hook that does get in as Garcia is trying to...
After the brief scuffle, Haney doubled down on his father's earlier threat, claiming that Garcia would be exposed in their fight. "I'm going to show him what he really is, a clown, a fraud. He's not the real deal. He doesn't take this seriously," Haney told Fight Hub. Garcia, on the other hand, had his own chilling message for Bill Haney. He insisted that Bill would be the only one able to save his son from the aftermath of their fight. "I will end Haney in the second round," Garcia posted on X. "I'll let him survive the first, then look his dad in the eyes and say, 'Save your son so he can enjoy some of his money.' We'll see how much he really loves his son."
Worse than that. Yeah, you took it, and you're gonna eat a lot more before you. Hey, listen, you gonna hit that canvas, boy. Yeah.
Sharp jab by...
This isn't the first time Haney and Garcia have pushed the boundaries with their intense remarks. Garcia has also made several comments about Haney's religion, which didn't go unnoticed. Haney responded on X, saying, "Don't speak about my religion, you know nothing about it." In a later interview with DAZN Boxing, the 25-year-old Haney expressed that Garcia's comments went too far, stating, "He crossed the line." Let's just leave it at that. The tension between the two boxers is a bit surprising, considering they've known each other since they were kids and once had a good relationship. Haney mentioned, "Ryan Garcia has known me since I was 10 years old." Haney believes that Garcia knows exactly what kind of fighter he is. "He can say whatever he wants, we all know he's going to talk and try to downplay me," Haney said. "But after April 20th, he's going to admit how great I really am." Many hardcore boxing fans have become used to the tension and altercations between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Some fans even believe that Haney's actions were a form of revenge for when Garcia shoved him during a confrontation after their April 20th fight was announced. When it was officially revealed that the highly anticipated 140-pound matchup between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia would take place on April 20th, the two nearly got into a physical altercation during a face-to-face meeting in Las Vegas.
The longer reach, the taller guy in Garcia.
The meeting between the two fighters was clearly set up to promote their April 20th fight, but things almost got out of hand. It all started with both fighters getting in each other's faces. Garcia began shouting at Haney, claiming that Haney was being controlled by his father. This sparked a heated argument between the two, with Garcia repeatedly yelling, "The fear is getting to you. Didn't I tell you that you were going to feel fear you've never felt before?" In the heat of the moment, Garcia shoved Haney by the neck, which led Haney to reach out toward Garcia. At that point, their personal security quickly stepped in to separate them and prevent the situation from escalating further.
that.
The situation didn't end there, though. Garcia continued to escalate things by pushing Devin Haney's security guard into the crowd, which seemed to trigger Bill Haney. Bill tried to move forward, but was held back by the fans. Those who had been following the drama surrounding the upcoming fight weren't surprised. Many believed that Devin Haney had been waiting for the right moment to get revenge on Garcia for being shoved months earlier, and what happened recently at the Empire State Building was the result of a grudge that had been building up in Haney's mind for months. However, Ryan Garcia didn't see it as revenge. Instead, he considered the incident a serious offense that might require legal action. This all started when Haney posted footage on Instagram showing a face-to-face confrontation between the two. The video showed the two exchanging words before Haney lost his temper and shoved Garcia in the face. The video quickly spread across social media platforms, going viral far beyond Instagram. In response, Garcia wasted no time posting on X, saying, "I told you I ate that scrumptious, I want more." In boxing, face-offs like this are common, so some fans debated whether the shove was staged to promote the upcoming fight. However, according to Haney's father, the shove was very real, and this fight is deeply personal for them.
The two fighters before you have met before in the amateur divisions. They are 3 wins each. Never as a professional. Tomorrow night it goes down at Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York, USA. It's live and it's open tomorrow night.
Ryan Garcia has been open about the mental health struggles he's faced, and his downward spiral before and after his fight with Devin Haney almost led to a complete disaster. The 26-year-old fighter had one of the best performances of his career, scoring multiple knockdowns against Haney and winning a majority decision on the scorecards. Unfortunately, that victory was later taken away after Garcia tested positive for the banned substance Ostarine. As a result, the fight was ruled a no contest, and Garcia was handed a 1-year suspension from the sport. Even before all of this, Garcia had been struggling with alcohol abuse. But the aftermath of that fight pushed him further down a destructive path. "I was going through a divorce, and there were a lot of personal issues I couldn't handle," Garcia told Ring Champs. "I messed up in that regard."
And you've talked a lot about mental health and anxiety issues. How have you tried to, let's say, calm that, considering you're going into the biggest fight of your life?
See, the one thing about mental health that people may not understand is anxiety and depression, they don't come at you in a way where it makes you scared to fight or you know, stop you from your profession. It's more about
There's that left hook that landed. That one just missed, but Garcia shows up as
Before his fight, Garcia was dealing with a lot of personal issues, and those problems only got worse after the fight. One of the low points came when he was arrested at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in Beverly Hills in June 2024. Garcia had caused significant damage to his hotel room, which led to a misdemeanor vandalism charge. However, the charges were eventually dropped after Garcia agreed to pay around $15,000 in restitution for the damage. Garcia admitted that this was one of the darkest moments of his life, especially since he was already struggling with alcohol abuse before and after his fight with Haney. Reflecting on that time, Garcia said, "I was in a whole different universe, to be honest." It was clear that he was overwhelmed by personal struggles, which affected his life both inside and outside the ring.
Inner demons you're facing that have nothing to do with the sport. You know, when I took that break, it wasn't about the sport. It's about something I'm dealing with. I've always fought since I was 7 years old, so the last thing I would be worried about is a fight. So handling that coming forward into this fight, honestly, I'm probably in one of the best headspaces I've been in. The way that I've matured as a man,
and he told us that he was going to knock out Ryan Garcia.
"I'm honestly surprised I'm even here right now," Garcia says. "I was drinking every single day, nonstop. I even drank on the day of the fight." He explains that, over the years, he became so overwhelmed by his personal struggles that he lost control of his actions. "I decided to take a bunch of shrooms, something I had done before, but this time I took too many. I just completely lost it. I don't remember much after that, but I ended up destroying everything in the hotel room." At the time, Garcia was heavily intoxicated and in a really bad mental state. His arrest became a wake-up call, making him realize that he needed to turn things around before he became an example of how fame and success could lead to destruction. "I was doing everything, gambling, drinking, chasing women, anything I wanted. I was just tearing myself apart, destroying my soul and spirit. It really took a huge toll on me," Garcia admits. The turning point for Garcia came when he realized, I'm messing my life up. Getting arrested was a major wake-up call for him, but it was nearly losing his kids that really hit home. Garcia says his parents tried everything they could to get him the help he needed as his problems grew, but at the time, he wasn't willing to listen. They wanted me to get help, Garcia shared. They were doing everything they could, but when you're in that state, you're not listening. When you have everything you want, it's hard to see the bigger picture. I have an addictive personality, so once I got going, I went all in. It just took me to a whole other place. Fortunately, Garcia was able to turn his life around after hitting rock bottom. Still, he knows the journey is far from over and that staying on the right path is a daily challenge.
Yeah.
How hard has that been mentally for you?
For me, it's been real hard, you know, especially because of the events that came after my fight. I felt like it was unfair, unjust. I never expected ever to test positive for anything, and to me, it's just all a little fishy to me. And it's always going to be that way. You know, I know in my heart I never took it easy. So it's, again, it's
the last couple rounds, and that will help him if he doesn't have the potential of getting.
Although he acknowledges that he may have made some poor choices when it comes to the people he's surrounded himself with, Garcia is clear about one thing: he isn't passing the blame onto anyone else. He believes that all the responsibility for his actions falls squarely on his own shoulders. In fact, Garcia firmly stated that he prefers not to blame others for his mistakes. I take responsibility, the blame is definitely on me, Garcia said. And that's all for now. To stay up to date with all the latest news, events, and moments in the world of boxing, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you'll never miss any of our high-quality content. Until next time, peace.